YouTube, either about another kicking action figure review. Today's figure is one I've been wanting for quite a while, and they reissued it, thank God. It is the Power Rangers Dino Supercharge Slammer. Yes, he was originally in the Power Rangers Dino Charge line, and then when they went on the Season 2, which they called Dino Supercharge, they've been reissuing several figures, and this is one that they reissued. That's how I got Sledge also. They reissued him, thank goodness, and they also reissued Slammer here. Very excited about that. I did watch all of Dino Charge. I haven't watched any Super Dino Charge yet. And I also watched all of Zuden Sentai Kyryuger, which is the Super Sentai show that it's based off of course. I'm a big Toku fan, if you can't tell yet. Kamen Rider, Ultraman, you name it. But, bada bing, bada boom. Yeah, he's pretty cool. A villain. I'm so happy that they're making all these villain figures. I hope they do that for, the Shuriken. That's not the name of the show, is it? Ninninger. It's not Ninninger, is it? Ninninger? Whatever. That would be the important message I was waiting on that you just heard. Yeah. I'll have to check that. I need to check that right now, actually. But yeah, real quick articulation. It'll be fast. Side to side on the head. Forward and back on the arms. No real in and out. That one's kind of a fluke because this one doesn't move at all. But yeah, that's that. In and out on the legs here. You got forward and back, so you got all that movement and a knee bend. That's it. That's all the articulation. I would have liked outward rotation on the arms there. That would have been nice. I think if they actually gave this guy outward rotation on the arms, I'd be totally content with his articulation. It's just a cheap little toy, you know, for kids or adults. You know, I think it works for kids or adults. But just that one, those just one on each arm, that would have been perfect. All right, now let's talk detail and paint on Slammer. Detail itself, really good. Actually, really good. All kinds of great details. Chains sculpted in on there. You get the little shrieking face. Help me! Help me! Fly reference. Really cool. Not a lot on the back. Whatever. Like here, you know, I don't really need much. It would be nice if the stripes went around, but once again, just a cheap figure. Whatever. The back's going to be facing the back of the display anyways. I don't have these dynamically posed like my figure arts or anything. They're just kind of all standing together in a group. So, no paint on the back, whatever. He could use more paint, though. Like, you see, the detail is dope, but he could use more paint. Like, if you're going to paint the face of this guy, why not paint his little hands, right? Yeah, this is supposed to be white or something, I think. Actually, I saved, boop. There you go. This is him. I mean, I don't expect him to be like 100% show accurate, blah, blah, blah. But, honestly, maybe there should be just a little more, like, just right in here or up here, you know? Other than that, I think paint's fine, though. The head's painted well. They got stuff on the arms. Pants actually look really good. And they got paint here, so just a little more paint would have been nice. Once again, still just a cheap figure, but also very cool. I'm just so happy Bandai brought villain figures back, and there's so many villain figures for the Dino Charge, Dino Supercharge. Excited about it. And speaking of other figures, let's get into some size comparisons, eh? Here's Slammer with some other villains from his line as well. Here on the left, Sledge, the main baddie from Dino Charge. And on the right, Snide, the main baddie from Dino Supercharge, who did appear shortly in Dino Charge, and was also, for lack of me remembering his exact Japanese name, Neo Zeltrax in Zuden Sentai Kyryuger. Here he is next to some Rangers from Dino Charge, Super Dino Charge, of course the Action Hero series. Here on the left, Green Ranger, the first release version that just has the sword and gun. And here on the right, Purple Ranger. Or is it Violet Ranger? It's Purple Ranger, my bad. And here he is with some other Bandai Rangers, relatively recent releases. Here on the left you have the Green Ranger from the Legacy line, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, of course, TV show version, since he wasn't in the movie. And this is also the version how he appeared on Dino Thunder, my favorite Power Rangers show. And here on the right, we have the ever-awesome Quantum Ranger from the Power Rangers Super Mega Force Legendary Action Hero series. Here's with some other Bandai America Rangers. Here on the left we have Bada Bing, Bada Boom, the Ultra Metallic Force Red Ranger, and here on the right from the Samurai Super Samurai toy line, Decker. Yeah, so they're in the 3 3/4 inch scale, so they're not as big as he is, and lots of past Bandai America Ranger lines are in different scales. I'm just going to go ahead and let you know he's not going to scale up with a lot of different stuff from the past, and he's not going to scale up with SH Figure Arts. Here is one other comparison for things he does scale well with, the Megazords, and these are the same Megazords in the Action Hero line. You can get the like big transforming Megazords, you can connect all the different Zords to each other and all that stuff, but I don't get those, they're too expensive. Plus, these are dope. I wish they would make all the Dino Charge Zords like this, honestly. Right now we only have 3. I would really like the others as well. That'd be cool, because I don't like buying the big expensive ones. They take up a lot of room, once again, they're expensive, blah 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 blah. But yeah, I like these because I can scale them with the villains and everything. They're very cool. Here on the left, Plesio Charge Megazord, and on the right, just the regular Dino Charge Megazord. Very awesome figure. So what are my final thoughts on the Power Rangers Dino Supercharge or Dino Charge, depending on whether you got the original or reissue, Villain Slammer? I mean, he's fine. I'm happy to have him in the collection. I really want all the figures, not including all the different versions of the Rangers. Like, I don't care for Dino Drive Mode or whatever it's called. I already have the regular version of the gun and sword, or Morpher and sword. You're not supposed to call it a gun. So I don't need the ones with their specific weapons, although those would be cool to have. But I don't really need them. I don't need more than one of any of the Rangers. I'll probably get Super Dino Drive Silver Ranger, though, just because I think that looks cool. But yeah, that's it, you guys. You know, if you like the character, pick him up, whether you like the Japanese or American version. If you like the figure, obviously pick him up. If you just, you know, like the show, that's really why I got him. I like the show, and so I really wanted to get as many of these as I could. Plus, they aren't very expensive. I got this guy for like $9. $9, guys. It's pretty good. It's not bad for this guy. And that's rounding up the price. That's like adding tax on. So yeah, that's it. Thank you all very much for the support. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Check out all the cool links in the description below. Facebook, Twitter, etc. And I'll see you all later.